Okay, so what you see here is the simulation environment I've built with open frameworks for my master's project, and I'm doing masters in interactive architecture. So basically what this environment is supposed to do is to create the informational setup for my building to adapt to. And what you see here is the send path, which is integrated with transport simulation, also the water simulation, which is gonna be used to influence the building and behavior of its components and the organization. So it will be searching for the best positions on the water, and yeah, it's gonna be a floating building, floating greenhouses, and some other infrastructure. The idea is to create the urban agriculture inside New York City East River Waterfront. And let's look at this a bit closer. So what you see here is a multi-dimensional grid network. Each point in this array knows data about the noise levels at this particular moment in time, and in this location it knows the water speed. It also knows the noise levels coming from cars, and you also see the transport simulation running here. It's based on real statistics that were taken from New York's government websites on transport in these particular streets. So I know that at 6 o'clock now there's statistically that many cars and they are running here. I can speed up the time. You see that cars running faster, but the number is still the same as in statistics. And at night there will be less cars if you simulate that further. So in the network itself, in the grid, in this multi-dimensional array of points, you see all kinds of information. Okay, so when it comes from green to yellow, it means that the speed of the river flow there is faster. These contours means that the 50 decibel border coming from cars ends here. The other is 60 decibels here. It's quite static, but let's say for the shadows, let's move a little bit further in time. See, the sun path changes, and at, let's say, 7 o'clock, the grid will update now the shadows little by little, because it has to run in real time. The calculations are distributed. All the simulations run on different cores and have their own threads on the processor, and you see the grid updates the shadow points. And what happens basically is that I have the network which represents the functions of my building at the moment. It's not yet all finished, but on top of it the cells of my building will sail. And when the shadows are upgraded and basically the conditions of the environment change, what the network is doing is, so you see I disturbed the water, so the network starts searching for new locations to settle, and all the functions are kind of trying to adapt to that by finding the closest best positions for them. And basically in the hierarchy of all the functions, these greenhouse functions take over because they need most light, and they find locations with the sun in it and with fast water flow. And all the other functions in this network also try to find their own best locations, and in this sense optimize the whole network. Let's say this guy wants to have shadows as its preference, because the mushrooms are grown there and they don't like sunlight. And here I have like urban agriculture set up for plants that need sunshine, so they kind of want that and stay in this location. So these other things are, they will also influence the building, but at the moment they simply represent the functions that are planned in East Waterfront project, which is done by the influence of New York City government. Of course, this is a master's project, so it's kind of speculative a little, but you can get the point. It's basically the informational setup for the adaptation of the building, which is gonna be created. Yep, that's it, I guess. Thanks for watching.